Emily and Elena. Elena. M and Elena. Science school. M and Elena. Lena. M and Elena. Lena. Emily and Elena.
Now this is a story all about how mining affects the land and the environment. I'd like to take a minute to talk about this and tell you why I think mining is bad. In Labrador, Canada, before we started mining, we had to get rid of trees and most wildlife, which is stupid because it destroys pollination in the process of turning CO2 into oxygen, which is not very good because we would have no air to breathe. What? I know, right? Oh, guess what? There's more that happens. Just sit on this bench and I'll tell you what it affects.
Hey guys! Today we're going to be learning about coal mines and coal fires. Oh, and don't forget about global warming. So let's talk about coal mines. Okay. Coal mines are so interesting. Coal mines. Coal mines.
What's a coal mine?
Actually, a coal mine is an excavation in the earth for extracting coal from the earth.
Sounds fascinating, right? Yeah!
Enough about boring coal mines, let's talk about underground coal fires, or another word, coal seam fires. Coal fires! Coal fires. So let's talk about the process of an underground coal seam fire. There's usually an old coal mine or a coal mine being used. The coal is ignited by either an outside source, like a person lighting up the coal with a match, or by the hot oxidation of the coal.
The coal burns for years and years. The coal eventually turns into ash and actually can cause a sinkhole.
When the coal is exposed to oxygen, it can burn for even longer and longer and keep contributing to global warming or climate change.
Where am I?
You're in a coal mine!
A coal mine? Why is it so hot here?
It's hot because there's an underground coal fire near you.
A fire? I need to get out of here. Oh, thank God.
Here's an experiment you can do at home with adult supervision.
And fire safety. You will need matches or a lighter, a shirt, and newspaper.
Put your shirt on the fireplace. Light the newspaper that's underneath the shirt with the lighter or matches.
You see that smoke? Well, that shirt burns, it lets out smoke. Same thing happens with underground coal fires. As the coal burns, CO2 is missed through the burning of the coal.
Now it's time to put out the fire. The underground coal seam fires burn for hundreds of years, every second letting out CO2 into the air. Do you want to know how underground coal seam fires actually affect global warming? Well, I'll show you.
Actually, when coal burns, it burns out carbon from the coal and oxygen from the air, making CO2, which is also known as carbon dioxide. This CO2 builds up, and you know what CO2 does? It traps the heat coming from the earth. The heat trap is absorbed and re-emitted in all directions. Obviously, these emissions pollute the air, but it also causes global warming.
Global warming. Global warming.
Global warming.
Also known as climate change.
Climate change! Climate change.
Climate change. What? Why should I care about global warming? All I care about is video games. How does global warming affect me?
You want to know how global warming is going to affect you? Well, I'll tell you. First off, severe storms are going to rise. Houses and buildings will get destroyed, just like your home. What happens is that Warmer water in the ocean pumps more energies into tropical storms, making them more powerful and more destructive. Some other effects of global warming might be crop failure, species extinct, ice melts and covers all of our land, more floods and droughts, and human race could ultimately die out.
What can you do? In the long run, if you become a scientist or a big important person, find a way, but without actually using coal. No coal mines, no underground coal fires, less global warming, and less pollution.
I'm standing in the biggest coal mine in the world. This is North Antelope Rochelle. It's owned and operated by Peabody Energy. And more coal comes out of this one mine in Wyoming than anywhere else in the world.
Biggest coal mine in America!
Obama has said he's done more than any other president to fight climate change.
Did you hear that? Our president, Barack Obama, is trying to get America off coal and stop the contributions of coal and climate change.
There have been many coal fires here in the U.S. Actually, one really close to us here in Ohio, in Centralia, Pennsylvania. The town was burning trash too close to an old coal mine that was not in use. The coal mine exploded and killed more than 30 people. The fire goes on for about 8 miles and is planned to be still burning in 250 years. There used to be about 2,000 people living in this little town, and now there's only about a dozen.
In America, the government tried to put out all the underground coal seam fires, but that didn't work, so they spent about $42 million on moving houses and businesses away from these underground coal fires.
To extinguish an underground coal seam fire, it is very difficult. They mostly extinguish underground coal seam fires in China. It takes 1 to 2 years with smothering the fires with mud and water.
Bottom line is, it takes a lot of time and money to put out an underground coal seam fire. We hope you learned and understand how coal mining and underground coal seam fires affect you and contribute to climate change.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
Coal mines and coal fires.
Coal mines and coal fires.
Coal mines and coal fires. Underground coal fires are caused by plates and combustion. It's when minerals oxidize. So look at my eyes and tell me this is a lie. Please, please, because this is bad. We're causing global warming, toxic fumes, sinkholes, and more. Like getting your trees with the chews. It can basically make us die because no oxygen, we can't survive. Now listen, because there's more to this. Just watch this video and I'll tell you my hypothesis.
It's going.
Cut. No coal mines, no underground coal fires, less global warming, less pollution. Less pollution.
What was that?
Am I going?
ELena.
Coal mines!
Hi guys, it's cheerleading. No, you can see that it's